Good morning everybody, this is Magic Mike at Mike and Grace's Kitchen. Well, today I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. I'm looking down at the ingredients just so I make sure I've got everything. But today I'm going to be making Pandesal, which is a Filipino bread, normally sometimes known as salt bread, but there's not a lot of salt in it. Some people have called it milk bread because it has milk, but basically it's just a nice fluffy textured bread. The basic ingredients I will show you now. So see, we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of bread flour. In that one I have some breadcrumb to roll in later, 1 egg, some warmed milk. That is, how much milk is that one? 1 cup of warm milk, 1/4 cup of warm butter, some sugar, salt and yeast. I will put all the ingredients in when I do it. I'll get everything going. Now for this purpose, what we're doing now, I'm going to use my new mixer because I have one. So I'll start with all your wet ingredients first. So we will start with our milk. Just pour that in. Now we're going to put our mixer on very low. At this point, raise it up. Put in the 1/4 cup of melted butter. One egg. Just let them mix around. Sometimes the yolk doesn't cooperate and it wants to stay solid, so just shut your mixer down, drop down, just give it a quick mix yourself if need be. Just keeps everything working nice. You can turn it up a little bit now. And I'm being honest with you now, I've never made this before in my life. I've made other breads, but it's been 20 years since I've made bread, so this should be entertaining. Throw that down again, and put in our instant yeast, 2 teaspoons. Mix that some more. Excuse me. Now, once the wet ingredients are incorporated, I'm going to start mixing in our flour. So that's 2 cups of all-purpose, 1 cup, 1 1/4 cups of bread flour. At that stage I'm going to swap out for my hook. And continue putting in the flour. And just let that mix. Stop that for a moment. Just clean up the sides. Add our sugar and salt. I just let that mix through. So that's our dough out of the mixer. I've just kind of formed it into a ball. The only thing I'm going to do now is take my hook off, if I can get it to come off. Put my dough back in and grab some saran wrap and leave that for about an hour. Easy to take off the mixer. Sometimes it doesn't like to stick to the steel, so we can put more than one coating on that. Put that over, we'll leave that for an hour. I shall also put a tea towel over there. It's quite a warm area, so I'll put that over on the stove just to stay warm. Right, back to it again. So our dough has rested for 20 minutes or so. A little bit of flour on the board, and we're just going to knead it for a little while. Try not to have too much flour in there. That's softened up. I was a little bit concerned. That was a very hard dough, going by that recipe that I found. Just want to kind of knead this out so it gets smooth. I know the other lady, she just kind of kept breaking it around like this on the video. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But this seems a very, very firm dough. Now, to be honest, she didn't even go too far in the kneading process on this one. What she'd done was flattened it out. And then broke that down into 16 or 18 pieces. And then she worked on the smaller pieces. But this seems like a very, very firm dough. I've never seen bread this dense before. Not entirely sure, but we'll do what that lady was doing. So she said your dough wants to be 50-gram ball, so I'll work on them and I'll come back to you. Slight change of plan here. This seems more like pastry to me than bread. I don't like this lady's recipe. I'm not going to give a name, I don't want to embarrass anybody. But I'm going to look for another recipe, but it does say, if I clean that up a bit, just put a little bit of olive oil in, if I can find my olive oil. Put that back in there. And I'm going to leave that to prove one more time. Leave that over the stove where it's warm, and we'll come back to that. Hey everybody, this is Magic Mike and Mike and Grace's Kitchen. So, it's still the same day, I'm still doing bread. I'm waiting for that one to actually prove and double in size. I'm going to leave it for a good hour now just to see what happens with that one. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just make myself a bit of a lunch. So something very, very basic, something very simple. I'm going to go back to that dish I made a couple of weeks ago, which was the Indian steak. So I'm going to kind of do Indian steak a la carte. So bear with me, this takes me back to my childhood. My mum would do this one, although she would use a beer batter, not actual breadcrumb that I'm going to use. So I will move you around, let you have a look at that one. So here I have spam, cut into quite a big slice from across it, as it were, not a smaller one. So I'm just going to put that in some flour. Then I will dredge that in some egg. Give it a good flip around. And I'm using seasoned breadcrumb for this. Now if you really want to go for it, there's nothing to stop you from dredging that a second time. But I've got my pan hot over this side. I will show you that one if I can reach around there. So the pan's over there. Not the best shot, I guess, but we'll work with what we've got. And it's not, I've got it on a low heat because I don't want to burn the breadcrumb. So we'll just do that one in there now. And we'll do some more. So again, with flour, get some flour on there, get the egg wash again, make sure it's on all sides, and back into the breadcrumb again. Add as much or as little breadcrumb as you want. Again, over into the oil. And basically just continue. And they're cooking in the pan nicely. I say let them go low and slow so not to burn the breadcrumb. And there we have it. One Indian steak with leftover egg cooked into an omelette, and nice and crisp. Beautiful. Hey everybody, it's Magic Mike back again. So, my dough has finally risen up beautifully there. It's time to knock it back. Knock the air out of that. That's much better now. That's a much better dough. So now I'm going to knead it. I'll move my camera down for you. Yeah, that's a lot better than that. Much better. Wow, that's so much better. I need to make this into some equal parts. Now they're around about 50 grams a piece. Well, lots of stretch in that one. That's pretty good. Let's just roll this out. I'll spread it out and we'll cut it into equal portions. And there we have it. The Pandesal rolls ready to go. So they're just proving again for 1 more hour and then they will go into the oven. Now this has got to be the worst recipe I've ever done. So don't expect anything good off this because they seem way too dry to my mind. But we'll see how they turn out. So here we go. starting to look very good. There's a couple, one there that kind of went a funny shape. Maybe one or two like that, but they're starting to get there. I'll give them another minute. And there we have it, the finished result. I think they should be pretty decent. Once they cool down, we'll give it a try. I'm quite excited, really, considering I wasn't too confident before. And there we have a final result. Still very hot, just out the oven. We'll pull it apart, see what it will look like. Oh, that looks really good, actually. Wow, that's hot. So fluffy. And, oh, the smell is unbelievable. Wow. Well, this is a happy Mike. See if I can break a little bit off just to taste. Well, 2 thumbs. I think next time I'll probably add a little bit more milk and a little bit more butter. That should lighten on up a lot. Good. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe, give me a like, and when I get the opportunity, send me all of your money. I'd love to see it. Yeah, have a good day, guys. Love you all. Mwah.